Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today, Peter and I are going to do a shoot. So I styled myself, and I don't know why I went with this cowgirl theme, but I did. And then Peter has built a set to match the theme of my styling. I went to the country over the weekend, I guess that's maybe why. And yeah, so we're just gonna do a shoot and show you a little behind the scenes of it.
So this is what I've started with. And 2 hours later, this is what I finished with. So I came in this morning and found a cowgirl in the studio, so I decided to build a set. And my gut feeling is to light it like full sunlight type feel, and if that doesn't work, I'll make it dappled or shaded light. But I'll start off with full sun, as if you're sitting out the back of a shed having a cigarette.
But I don't smoke anymore.
You don't smoke anymore. Huh. Sitting out the back shed like a cowboy does in vapes. I haven't taken a frame. The only frame I've taken is just one more for my setup to have a look at where my props and everything were sitting. I haven't used any flashlight yet. I'll start in colour on the setup and then I'll make it black and white once I've got it to how I want it. So I'll just get back in there and I'm just going to use constant light. I'm really enjoying using this constant light. It's because it's so light compared to my other ones, it makes it more flexible. I can put it up on big booms and it doesn't create much heat, so I can put different modifiers on it. And a lot of this is while you're using constant, so I can now look at the shot and try and fix the shot more, but even before I take a picture. I just want to get that shadow down a little bit lower, but I still want like a sunlight shadow running across spec. And I quite like that hat shadow too, that's really nice. All right, so let's take a shot. And this is why I absolutely love cameras like the Leica, that in their viewfinder and on their back screen, I've got a highlight alert. So I can actually expose correctly right now with the screen. Right, so that's 2.8 at 160th 100 ISO. Maybe I might just try that. It's really cool. I'll just see what I get. I quite like that. I can zoom in a bit closer. And let's get my light onto there. Swing it in, which turns the light up, and drop it down to get the same height. That's really cool there, cool. Cool, I just realized because I'm not using focus, the overexposure warnings on Lightroom are absolutely a joke. So I don't even need to start off in colour, because I only use the colour to get my exposure, but I'm doing that on the back of my camera being constant light. So I'm just going to jump into one of my user presets, a green channel without sharpening. So I might just drop that on. That's really nice echo. I'm just going to see I'm right on the edge of overexposing. And I've got my overexposure warning set at 245 on the Leica. What I'm looking at, a couple of things, I might just get that cross shadow a fraction more angry. I'm just looking where the power of the light is. I do want the power to be on close as possible to Onbeck's face, so I can have some fall off. I'm thinking I'm going to vignette this a little bit as well. Part of the reason I'm shooting on a tripod is I am going to put a little bit of work in layers sort of section in Lightroom. Unless I'm going to have to go, that's cool, that's cool. Yeah, I think I like the light. The shadows are going where I want them. It is feeling like out in the back. I want to get more detail in the blacks. I'm just playing around just a little bit. By me moving, I'm moving the shadows away from Beck. And I don't know if let's get the shadows a bit closer. All right, so I'm gonna just snap a couple of pictures in. I'm gonna do some work in camera. Cool. I'm just tossing up if I shoot this shallow or I shoot this with a bit more depth of field. So I might come up to 5 till I overcook her just there and then back it off. So it's 400 ISO at 5.6. Cool, cool, that's really cool. Now I'm gonna go the other way. I'm definitely gonna I'm fully wide open. So I'm gonna come down to 1.5, ISO 100, and I'm on 250th of a second. Cool, where's those eyes there? Perfect. That's cool, that's really cool, that's really cool. And what I'm doing now is just what I normally do for my setup. I'm just trying to decide on my lens, decide on my aperture, I think I'm happy with the light. The light's giving me the feel that I want for this shot. This is not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but I'm getting a natural vignette because of the type of light I've used. It's popping back out to start with. So I'm just going to now play around with, if I lift my contrast, that's quite nice. I really want to lift my shadows and my blacks. So see how that hair, I want to get that hair to really stand out. I love the textures of that. My black point's being controlled by my contrast, but see how if I bring my blacks and my shadows right up, I can set my contrast quite high and get that contrasty shot, but still have all the type of detail that I want in the blacks. Just wondering if I put a little bit of a mid boost, just a very small mid boost in this. Yeah, I'm just pulling everything up just a touch. And all this stuff is to taste, so I'm happy with that, happy with that. Let me just pull a little bit out of the skin. Let's pull some of that yellow out, and that takes a bit of the vignetting off, even though I'm going to put more in it. So I'll just leave all of that as is and quickly come in and throw in a radial gradient. Let's stick it just in the middle of Beck. Invert. Cool, that's popping her out nicely. I won't take her. I'm actually liking that a lot. So because I've pulled down the overall exposure, I just wanted to pop the blacks and the shadows up a little bit, because I don't want them going as black. I just want to get that sort of pop glow. Oh, that works. So I'm pulling some sharpness off the background, which is giving me more a medium to large format fall off. That's really nice. Now that I've done that, I might just bring my blacks back a bit, because that's actually, yeah, cool. Cool, I'll bring that in. It's feathered down nicely. I'm gonna move this up a little bit more. Oh, that's cool. So I'm just gonna save this preset, create. Right, so I should have all my settings now put in here, so every picture will follow on with those settings. That's cool, that's really cool. That's nice, there, cool. Do you want a little bit of fan on your hair, maybe?
Maybe.
That's looking a bit bad. Let's just give them some, let's put on a fan to just lift the hair a little bit more. I know, cool, that's really cool. Cool, I like that. I like that lean forward as much. Well, that's nice. All right, cool. All right, Becca, we're just gonna keep shooting till I'm happy I've got a shot. I'm getting the good faces, I'm just not getting body language matching the face. Does that make sense? It's some of the ones with a good face, it's sort of like awkward pose, and then some of the great poses, awkward face. I could do a head swap of the, I like that, that's cool. That's really cool. You leaned over a little bit more. Yeah, cool, cool. We're losing, nice. No, I like that, there, cool. Attitude, that's really cool. Oh, heaps better. Absolutely bucket loads better. Just checking something, there we go, cool. I like, cool, attitude. That's better, I like that there, cool. Nice. Is that hat on to stop the bright light?
A little bit.
A little bit, oh my God.
Do you want me to ditch the hat for a bit?
I don't know, are you gonna be able to cope with it?
Yeah.
You sure?
I reckon.
We'll tuck that bag up a little bit. If we just, maybe that'll do. Yeah, cool. And the hat's a bit busy sitting there, so either just chuck it on the ground out here. Yeah, that's cool. Just try and slowly drift like you were doing in the video. Just slowly drift in and out of the pose. Cool, that's really pretty. That's really pretty. Nice, cool. Nice. I do like that a lot. Cool. I like that attitude. Might just change it. Just come off the hay bale for a second. I'm just going to, I want to pull the background out of focus quicker. So I'm just going to bring you forward a bit further on the hay bale. I've got to the point where I'm happy with 90% of it, and I'm micro changing little tiny things. That's better. I'm liking that much better. Like I'm shooting as wide open as I can. Cool, just they're beautiful. I'm trying to get a greater fall off and liking that fall off so much better. Beck's really separating, but it's falling off so much more like a medium format. That's cool, that's really cool. That's cool, I like that so much better. Cool, cool. Awesome, awesome, I like that. I'm just going to do a few off the tripod. That's really cool, that's really cool. Awesome, that's cool, that's really cool. Stunning there, perfect, perfect, I like that, that's really cool. That's really cool. So, this type of shots is so much better when I get off the tripod as long as I'm, that's cool, I like that lots. Cool, beautiful, beautiful. Swivel your hips a little bit, put one leg up on that. Yeah, that's it, cool. And keep that height in your body, that's better. Lean over a little bit more towards you. Cool, that's nice, just in there. I like that, I really like that. Nice. That's really nice. Get some height in the back, just arch it. Yeah, cool, nice, beautiful, beautiful. Cool, yeah, nice.
So we hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, we have a heap of other behind the scenes videos on Inspire. There'll be a link down below. And I'll also throw up some other little videos around my head somewhere now.